Episode of Remember When. My name is Jose. With me today are my boys Amir and Johnny, and special guest Mario. Say what's up, guys.
Yo, what's good, y'all?
What's up, yo?
What's up?
Mario, welcome to the podcast, bro.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having
we're so
me.
hyped to have you here, bro. So, for those of you that don't know Mario, he is a lifelong friend of ours.
Brother's named Luigi.
Yeah. Probably played his games, kind of a big deal. Ate his pizza, I feel like that sounds kind of sexual.
What?
Ate his pizza.
Whoa, what?
I ate his pizza?
Yeah, ate his pizza. You think that could be code for something?
Depends on how you say it. Because if you're going like, I ate that man's pizza so good, nah, that's sexual. Then you made it weird.
Just don't bite your lip.
Yeah, the
As
fact.
soon as
Ew.
you go to there, don't bite
What
your
if
lip.
you say it aggressively, like, fight that man's pizza?
Eat that man's pizza. Eat it.
I might have to.
All right, Mario. So tell the people a little bit about you, who you are, what you're doing in the world.
Oh, man. All right. So, yeah, I'm Mario. Living in Philly. So I came out all the way out here for Jose to be on here again. Last time I was here, out the garage. So we really, really moved up in the world. Love it. Love the studio. Really, really fun. But I do clinical research. Former track star. Went to Rodney University. Everyone I went to high school with all these dudes, except for Johnny. Nice to meet you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Nice to meet you. And yeah, I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, we're happy to have you here, bro. So before we dive into today's episode, I have a quick question for you.
Yes.
Who is your favorite fictional dog?
Fictional dog?
Yeah. So I'll tell you mine first, okay?
I'm very curious.
Scrappy Doo.
Ew, dude.
I knew you were going to say that.
That's probably the worst answer you could have given.
I know. It's a hot take, bro. Scrappy
a very
Doo.
hot take.
He's the man, bro.
That's
He's
a
the man.
lukewarm take.
Why? Wait, why Scrappy?
Why Scrappy? What, bro? He's the most hated character, but he's also the most meta-fictional dog, right? I don't know if you guys remember, there was the one Cartoon Network bumper where Scrappy, he's like sitting out at the Cartoon Network studio, and all these cartoons go in. They're like, "Oh, hey, Scooby," right? He's like, and then he just starts fuming. He's like, "I'm Scrappy," and he starts pointing to everybody. He's like, "I've been here longer than all of you," which is true. Like, he's been around since like 1970.
He has.
And then all the characters are just like, all right. And then they just walk in and ignore him, just like the real world. Everybody's just like, Scrappy? Yeah, I've heard of him.
But he has
and then they just move on.
redeeming qualities.
Bro, no, he was in the Scooby-Doo live action movie.
Yeah, and he was the villain.
I know. Live action was like, yeah, this is the nigga.
Like,
That's my man on
he has a
right
final form, bro. He has a final form.
Oh, no. Ugly as hell.
Oh, it was terrifying.
It was ugly.
He looked like possessed Broly. It looked like if Broly and Scrappy fused, that's what
That was
Scrappy
it.
looked like.
Yeah, because they gave him the Arnold Schwarzenegger treatment. Like it was actually very disgusting.
Inject him with that shit. Bane got venom.
Yeah.
Basically. It's just souls.
No,
The venom was soul.
Yeah, no, Scrappy is just a great meme character. That's why he's my favorite. He's just hilarious.
That's
So
right.
what about you guys?
I respect it. I gotta go with my boy Clifford,
Clifford?
the big red dog.
What makes him so special over any other fictional dog? Like,
See, classic. He's a good boy, like a very, very good boy. And it's like he defined, I guess, like I'm not sure if you guys grew up with Clifford, but I feel like it's definitely like the lessons that learned. The human characters weren't annoying. Like it was about Clifford, but like the people around him really just like elevated him up a little bit more. Didn't talk. Just a really big dog, kept it simple, and like I feel like that fictional aspect really made it be like it like stands out in your mind for like childhood kind of cartoons.
okay, did you watch Clifford a lot growing up?
I say I love Clifford, but I barely watched him. I say all of that. I barely watched him.
So you read the books.
But when I did, I read the books.
Yeah.
I more read the books. I love the cartoon, and I
Okay.
watched part of the live action one that came out. I think it was like over the summer or like
forgot
last
that.
year.
There was a live action one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't that bad. It was okay for a kid movie.
Okay, that is fair. You gotta look at it as a kid movie. Like you can't look at it like critically being like, "Would I watch this as a 26-year-old?"
Exactly.
So
No. So it's like I feel like for kids, if like the nostalgia of seeing like a live action, like a pretty decent CGI Clifford, it was actually pretty good.
Okay. No. How about you, Amir? Who's your favorite fictional dog?
I don't know, Crypto the Super Dog or
Crypto.
some shit.
See, that's respectable. That's a respectable answer.
I mean, he had a whole show, and I mean, I don't know any other dog that gonna kill him. So
Scrappy.
Scrappy.
Scrappy the fuck out.
Scrappy.
Puppy power!
That motherfucker's a chihuahua, bro. Like, I hate that man. You'll be throwing so many hands with this little size dog. You can't even throw any.
It's like Crypto can just do like one of those things, like the hand on the face,
yeah.
and just Scrappy just
Oh, wait, can I get you?
throwing hands up in the air. Just don't worry, I'm gonna get him.
I was about to say, I don't even think he got past Scooby Doo. So like,
Scooby Doo swatted him to the side. Imagine what Crypto is going to do.
How about you, Johnny?
Shit, I don't know. I mean, other than, our topic of today, courage, I would say, I don't know, fucking Marmaduke. I don't like,
Marmaduke. That is the
what?
That's a badass name, bro.
Okay,
I like
so-
You should have said Bluey. I feel like Bluey would have been a better.
That's too new for me. I can't say it without
I
confidence.
watch it only because my little cousin's 5, so Bluey's always on.
I heard it's a good
for
show.
little kids, they love that show. They love it.
It's deep.
Is it actually?
Bluey gets really deep.
Oh, damn. They talking deep shit, bro?
Dude, they talk about
Mhm.
death. They talk about like random, like
They talking about gun violence, too?
So
a little too
Oh my
real.
God,
a little
they
too
do.
real.
I'm watching the show now.
is this like Evolve Blue's Clues?
No, it's not even like that. It's just like the
Blue
like.
turn to Bluey.
I mean, in a way, like,
I feel like this is generations like Blue.
yeah, that's what I was about to
so
say.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's no clues.
Just Australian. I think it's Australian, right?
I have no idea what it is.
I think it's Australian because I heard, oi, like type shit.
Shout out the
Oi,
Europeans. God forbid a man say oi.
Canceled. Oh,
Well, what's that thing they have in Australia, Amir? Vegemite?
Yeah, it's Vegemite.
Yeah, Vegemite.
Ew.
That's what they have on the show, right?
Maybe.
what is
Maybe.
that?
It's some nasty
How
ass.
do you
like- it's
describe
a-
it?
It's a really salty paste they put on like toasted bread.
Like it's like their butter.
Nah, like you can put like butter and Vegemite. Vegemite's like
It's kind of
own
like
spread.
their it's
like
like
Nutella,
a sodium
like how
induced
Nutella
jelly.
is its own spread, but instead of sweet, just
Bitter.
Salty.
very, very salty. So you want like a light layer on that bitch.
Very salty.
I would never put that on any type of bread.
Bro, it's like
Ever.
beans on toast. It's an acquired taste. Like if
It's like beans
Do you
on
actually
toast.
like it?
bro, do I like beans on toast? Is that what you asked me?
No, I'm
beans
talking
on
about
toast or
Vegemite.
the Vegemite?
I don't like either of them shits.
I thought you were going to say yeah. I was like, all right.
How you gonna gaslight me like that? I'm like, oh, he passionate about that.
Bro, no, I know about it, but it don't mean it good.
When you have it.
I used to date an Australian back in the day. So like
Did you really?
Yeah, I went there for like Christmas, I think like 2 times or something like
Did they
that.
hype it up? Like, oh, yo, look at this Vegemite. It's the shit.
No, I wasn't hyped up like that. No one ever did that to me.
They even like their own shit, bro?
I mean, people eat it. It's just like an acquired taste. So like not every household is gonna have it. I mean, if you like it, sure.
Okay.
That's like pineapple on pizza.
Yeah. Like you gotta be like a little weird, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your taste buds got to be broken. It's okay.
Oh,
Whoa, wait.
just slightly polarized.
That ain't that bad though.
That was it?
It ain't that bad.
Are you commenting on the pineapple on the pizza?
Oh,
Or
no,
the
Vegemite. I don't mind pineapple on pizza. That's fine.
All right, I respect it.
It's not that atrocious.
Okay.
Okay. Interesting, Johnny.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Do you not like pineapple on pizza?
No, I love pineapple. on
Okay,
pizza.
good.
Okay, good.
Well, I shouldn't say love, but like I
late,
enjoy it.
too late,
I enjoy
too
it.
late.
I enjoy it.
Can't
Okay,
take it
then
back.
I love it. I love it.
Can't take it back. Can't take it back.
Let us know in the comments if you love pineapple on your pizza
Better
with-
with pineapple.
With the ham.
with the ham.
With the
the
ham.
With the ham.
Actually, let us know if it's without the ham because I have questions.
Speaking of acquired taste, like if people have like a foot fetish, you remember like when
That's
Eustace like got that infected foot and it
Mhm.
turned into like you feel like people would get horny off that?
Yeah.
For real?
Off the
That's
mafia
a
foot.
crazy segue.
You know what I'm saying?
Off
Yeah.
the mafia foot.
Yeah, the mafia foot.
I mean, if they ain't hooked by the Shane, like I don't know what'll hook them.
I mean, the toe fungus
I
is
mean,
there.
it's basically an orgy at that point too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
So
because there's 5 of them.
Each toe
Five
has
heads.
its own.
Personality, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the god foot.
The God foot.
The Godfooter.
Yeah, the god foot.
The Godfoot.
The Godfoot.
I guess I thought you were talking about Godfather, like trying to make a play on that.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, Godfooter. You should call it Godfooter.
The Godfooter.
The
Ew.
Godfooter.
The Godfooter.
I don't like the way you say it. It's like you saying Fuda.
Fuda.
That's what I thought too. I was like,
Yeah.
what? You know what I'm saying? Wait.
All right. Well, yeah, now we're talking about Courage the Cowardly Dog. So what is your guys' history with the show?
Man, the only thing that I remember from the back recesses of my memory was being traumatized. And that was probably the best experience that Courage has given me, being traumatized, man. Like, just turning on Cartoon Network, especially when it's like 8 o'clock, like 9 o'clock at night. You know, I'm still a kid at this point, so everything, even under my bed, I'm scared of the boogeyman. So once I turn on this damn TV and I just see return the slop or suffer my curse with this ugly ass CGI blue like fucking Pharaoh, dude. As a kid, I never saw anything like that, blending like 2D with 3D, and because that 3D was so ugly, it made it terrifying.
It was unnatural.
That's
That was the issue.
It's like shows. I feel like Courage was like the forerunner of kind of shows doing that shit, because then like Flapjack started doing that shit.
Oh, yeah,
Chowder
for real.
started
I
doing
agree with that.
So I feel like Courage is definitely like the top dog for like making just like really weird and just like unnerving, just like random cuts.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's real quick, boom, it's in your face, and then we just keep going like nothing happened. Like we didn't just see that.
Bro, didn't they do that in like his origin episode? Remember, this man just... No, it wasn't his origin episode. He was sleeping on the bed, and his dream, he was like, "You are not perfect."
Yeah.
And then the man screamed, and they didn't explain shit about that ever.
And then at the very end of the episode, it's over. One quick 3-second, they brought that thing back, and then the episode actually ended.
Yeah, and then it's just done.
It was just done, and we're just like, are we not going to talk about this? Like, what was that?
Nothing is ever explained, and that's what makes this show magical and scary.
But I love how with that, like everything's very random, like very random episodes. I do love the continuation, like some certain villains come back, story beats kind of come back. It kind of makes like you're just watching, like see what's going to happen. Cool. What episode was two-parter? Like I feel like Cats.
Yeah,
Cats was a frequent.
Cats
was
did
frequent.
multiple like single self-contained episodes,
Yeah.
but a two-parter would be like the Mask episode.
Yeah, Mask.
Or Dr. Zalas.
Dr. Zorsch, I think his name is.
Yeah,
The-
Dr. Z. Dr. Z.
Yeah,
we'll call him,
the
but
press ass dude.
Yeah, the depressed scientist.
What was the Mask episode?
The Mask episode?
I actually don't remember that
So
one.
that one, okay, so lady, like literally like Courage and Muriel just hanging out the chicken hens, like at the hen house. And then literally this lady with like a white mask just pulls up and says, "Oh, dogs are evil," and beats the shit out of Courage.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, as a kid, I fucking hated that episode because I'm like, why the fuck are you beating the shit out of Courage? Come on, he doesn't deserve this. And she's doing like the work, like she's like beating him with like a pipe and shit, like shoving him down the toilet. And then it's because like she has a friend named Bunny, and I ain't gonna lie, it was probably the darkest episode of Courage because that dude, it was like a pimp, like a gangster, like abusing this poor Bunny. Like I was like, shit.
And they were like
in a
running to the
motel.
train
Mhm.
and like running on like trying to catch up, like a love story, trying to make it like to turn it again. Again, like violent, then this tragedy. And then like a nice little love story at the end, kind of like tagging on while Courage is bleeding. Just got beat up, and then like as long as they're happy.
I hate it too because at the end of the episode, sometimes he's like, "Oh, like really feeling." I'm like, "Bro, you got fucked in the whole episode."
He was
Like,
fucking you up the whole time, and they're like, "Oh, it's so
Good job,
sweet! It's so
Courage."
sweet."
Yeah, that episode was like super deep because it was like about like abusive relationships and like, you know, denying like lovers and all that.
Mhm.
So it was just crazy for like, because that felt really out the blue because you have like literally the most ridiculous stories you've ever seen and then just something like deep and meaningful thrown out. And you're like, whoa, what the hell is this? Yo, can we talk about the villain of that episode, Mad Dog?
Yeah, Mad Dog.
AKA Evolved Scrappy Doo.
No way.
Scrappy Doo stepdad, bro.
Just the most yoked dog for no reason. It was insane.
But wasn't he like pimping her out?
It was like a relationship. It was like, you know how abusive relationships be where it's like, if you go after if you go after Kitty again, I'll bury you two under this hotel. And it's like, oh, don't worry, Bunny.
Yeah, he literally moves up. He's like, no, don't worry about it. He comes up and hugs
Just
her.
gaslighting.
Gaslight, exactly.
Gaslighter.
Like that episode's deep, bro. It was like lesbian love relationship. Well, interpreted, but
interpreted.
You know how it be.
Were they both
Yeah, the Bunny
Wow,
and the
I
Kitty
forgot
were.
about that.
Me too.
Yeah, Bunny and Kitty, like Kitty was the one who wanted to get Bunny back. It's implied they're lesbians, but yeah.
Okay.
But they say best friends,
It's very interesting because like definitely for cartoons, because Courage came out when? Like early 2000s?
I wanna say
1999 is when it came out.
99, really?
Yeah. So I would
Well,
say like
around the like Dexter's and like Powerpuff Girls around the same
I thought it was like
exact time.
2001 around
I'm
there.
about to say, I feel like for that episode, it might have been around like 2001.
Yeah, I think
actually,
that was season 3.
season 4.
Oh, it was season 4? Yeah,
so that was
season
like
4.
2000.
So 2002, actually.
2002.
Yeah, 2002, 2003, around that time frame.
So I feel like for it to have like a cartoon kind of like imply it and they show it, I feel like it's very like ahead of the time too. Because I feel like now we get like backlash of shows kind of showing lesbian relationships, gay relationships, and now seeing like a cartoon Courage where they're able to kind of tackle it in like a nice, meaningful way. They didn't highlight that they were lesbian. It was just two people in love.
Yeah.
Just happy to kind of be back together.
Yeah.
It's good that they implied it, because even nowadays, like I've heard, like, because my sister talks to me and she's like, "Oh, Steven Universe's got all this like representation and shit." I'm like, you know what? That's good, because at least from Courage they had to imply it. In like shows nowadays, they could just straight up say like, "Hey, yo, these two girls are together."
Yeah.
That's just how it is. And like they'll still get backlash, but at least it's not like hidden under the rug like
Mhm.
it usually was back in the day.
They're
yeah.
more upfront.
And like, I'm glad that Courage could do that, because and that's a season 4 episode, because most of the time it's just rambunctious like nonsense, or it'll be like just some horror. Like it'll be horror, comedy, and heartwarming at the same time. Like this show's themes are all over the place, but that's what makes it perfect.
Yeah, and I feel like that was the season where they tried to kind of go more outside the box. Sad that it got canceled after that, but I feel like I would have loved to see more of those kind of like out there, more I would say, I can't think of the word, but like very like
Risky storytelling.
Yeah, kind of going that way to kind of see like what other characters can they represent in that show.
Definitely.
Well,
I
they
see
represented
that.
some freaks. You remember the burger episode, the restaurant? Where
Oh.
they were making the meat statues or whatever the
That-
fuck.
It was like John Bond or something.
Yeah,
Bro.
Pig.
I just loved how many like movies they low key like just put in a whole episode, like The Exorcist and shit. He's like, "Can you join me for what? Come closer, closer."
Yo, that is probably like I don't know if I do probably have like some favorite episode. That's easily one of my favorite
that
episodes.
also might be one of mine too. That one, and then Eustace's green thumb with the face.
Oh
The
my
spirit of
god!
the
Spirit face.
Yeah.
You're no farmer.
You're no farmer. Just Eustace.
You'll never be a farmer.
That episode, for me, it was just like seeing Eustace just unfazed. There's just like a head, just like floating, just talking shit the whole time. He's just arguing back and forth. I thought that was just the funniest thing ever.
That was simultaneously like, as a kid, that was the scariest episode, because as a kid, I hated seeing anything like that had a human like mouth on it. Like I don't know, there was that one episode.
You couldn't see the eyes.
Yeah, you couldn't see it was dark eyes, just human eyes, just going like, "You're no farmer." Like it was just talking shit. But just the image of it, I'm just like, I don't want to go near that shit. If I saw that like appear at me in like the middle of the night, dog, I'm crying. I'm crying, shit my pants. And like they would always do that all the time too, because like there was that one episode with it was like a magical tree, and out of nowhere, like halfway through the episode, it just goes like, "Courage." It goes to the face, and it just has eyes and a mouth. I'm like, oh,
Bro, Eustace the whole time. I'ma kill that tree, bro.
Yo, he declared war on the tree, bro.
Bro,
That
he
was
built
insane.
The tree a whole trench. That killed me, bro.
Like, what the hell? This tree did nothing to Eustace.
Bro, Eustace literally
Nothing.
went primal in that episode. He had like a bear cloak on him and an axe, and he's like, "Time to kill the tree."
He went full Viking, bro.
That one was nuts.
Did Eustace have like long golden hair before baldness?
Oh, it had to.
Maybe.
to.
No, there's no way.
That
I
man,
wish.
his Viking nature came out, bro. What you mean?
Well, his father had a beard. His father had a really big, like, gray beard. So maybe he didn't have good in the hair. I mean, his mom didn't have the hair either.
Yeah, his
That's what I'm
mom was
saying.
so
That was
ugly.
a
That girl
wig.
was bald. So maybe,
Wig.
yeah, maybe back in the day, he had a good beard, a flowing beard, Viking beard.
Do you remember the episode with him and his brother?
Horse? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, which one? Because there's multiple.
Oh, I was referring to the one with where he was dead and he had the money box and he's like, I hate
Yeah.
my brother because he didn't tell me where his money was at. And he was like, Eustace, the key is in your hat. He's like, oh yeah.
This man going insane over this fucking box. He on the roof and shit.
Yeah, his relationship with his family was always crazy. I really liked the episode. So he had recruited all of Courage's villains.
Yeah,
to
I
go
was
against
just about to
Courage.
say that.
That was the funniest episode because he literally is downstairs and Miro like knocks on the door. She's like, "What's going on down there?" He's like, "I'm just with my buddies." They're like, "Kill the dog! Kill the dog!" And she's like, "What are they saying down there?" "It's a guys' club. Bring us sandwiches." Close the door.
I think that's another scene where it's like the most abused we've seen Courage get hit on that show.
Bro,
They
the
beat the shit out
dodgeball
of him,
game?
bro.
The dodgeball
game
was
bro.
wild.
Bro, the first ball they threw at him had spikes, threw him up against the wall, and this man really came out.
Just bruised, bloody, bumps coming out his head. He is crawling to the line, and they still just throw a ball at him, and he does his his little laugh, and I'm just like, yo, help him! Someone help him, please!
Kills me how his teeth always fucked up.
Always.
fucked up.
Always. But that's how you know when his teeth get fucked up. Oh, he's going through it.
Mhm.
He's going through it.
Bro, one of the simplest but like most strained scenes that I think Courage has ever went through was when Katz and him had a staring contest with each other.
Yeah.
And then like Courage is like, oh God. His eyes just progressively get bigger and redder. Like it got to the point where I was like, Blake, please. I was like, Courage.
And Cat's chilling.
Bro,
Mhm.
yo,
Smooth.
the music that comes on when he comes on.
Smooth. Oh, I love that thing. That theme's perfect.
That was good.
Yeah, it's so smooth.
It's smooth.
Wasn't he like moonwalking?
No, but I feel like he could.
He
though.
was
Yeah, he
always like slow walking though.
Like a JoJo.
He was gliding for real.
He's just
Oh
like
yeah, no, he had just
he had
that
the lean.
manner to him, bro.
He had the lean.
Yeah, that man was the whole antithesis of Courage. Because Courage is like loud and rambunctious. Meanwhile, Kaz is like, I really wish you hadn't done that.
The eyebrow.
Why was that so small?
That was perfect. What the hell was that?
I'm in the room with this man.
The eyebrow
That's
sold
nuts.
it all. That sold it all.
The smoothest man alive, bro.
Was it Katz that was in that episode where he was in a hotel full of spiders?
Yeah,
the Cat's
they're-
Motel.
they're
Bro, he
playing-
was
they're
the
playing,
craziest entrepreneur. This man he had a suites, he had a cruise ship, he had a motel.
cruise
like-
ship?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
submarine. Yeah,
oh,
submarine.
Submarine. My bad. Yeah, it was submarine.
That was a fucked up plot too, because it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get all these people on board, and then I'm gonna blow the fucking submarine up. It's like shit.
Yo, yeah, this man said, all I wanted was them to drink tea and then explode. And it's like, what?
I mean, that was it. Like, my bad.
Man was always pretending to be something different. He put on a sailor cap and be like, yeah, this is me, bro.
Bro, one of the weirdest plots he had was like turning people into like he turned Eustace to like a wrecking ball. That episode confused
That was
me.
Cats
yeah.
too. That was Cats
That
too.
was Cat. He had a whole island, and he'll be like,
Yeah.
oh,
Damn, I forgot
coming
that.
to this
I
building.
do remember that.
He turned Eustace into a wrecking ball.
Wait, I gotta look this up.
He turned Muriel into a damn washing machine, and then Courage turned into a helicopter. And by the end of the episode, they're still like that. So it's like they don't even turn back.
And Eustace somehow ended up in the washing machine.
What?
Bro, that episode was so funny because Eustace, right in the beginning, he's on the cruise ship. He's like, I'm not leaving this chair, right?
Yeah.
So they get launched off the boat. This man, he's still in the chair. I'm not leaving my chair. So when he's the wrecking ball, Katz is sitting in his chair. He's like, "That's my chair." He comes in, just smashes the chair. It's like, "You broke my chair." You said, "Dude, you're insane." Like literally, Katz is running away. He's like, "Get the fuck away from me."
The episode was called Club Cats.
Yeah, Club Cats.
And it came out 2000.
Damn. Man.
Season 1, episode 11, and this was another two-parter.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Potentially. Like, bro, like that's probably why he's one of my favorite villains. Like, who out of the whole catalog, who's your favorite villain? Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm probably just gonna say Cats. I love Cats.
I feel like the easy answer is 100% Cats, because like I actually really like Cats.
I also really like Cats. But I will go with the floating face. I will go with the floating face. I don't know what's something about it. Like the whole time is just like the weirdness. They're just like melting the pipes, making it super, super hot, and then just Eustace, just stubborn as hell. Like I don't know why I thought that was just so funny, but like just him, just like not doing anything, just talking shit. Literally the whole episode just talking shit, and I thought that was so funny, and I loved that like the whole time.
How about you,
bro? Honestly, that's hard. I'm gonna pick Fred. Honest, the guy, the barber that got out of jail for some fucking reason. How did he get out of jail?
He was in a psychiatry ward, and he got released for a day, I believe. And then it's like, cause he's Eustace. I'm not Eustace.
Muriel's
cousin. Yeah, like cousin or nephew. I forget.
Something like
I'm pretty sure
that.
He's the nephew.
Like he was visiting for a day, and you know.
Why did man say it like that? Every time he was like, "Yeah, it was good. I was on the right path," and then I was feeling naughty. Man was smiling. Bro, man, he was low key like a Joker for.
I was about to say,
low key.
Bro, I love that episode too, because like if you just took his whole poetry and just like maybe took a few like references to like shaving out of it, that could be a serial killer like memoir poetry. Bro.
Oh no, he is definitely a serial killer. Outside of courage, he is a serial killer. Lock him up.
This man was choking him and
lining him up. He was like,
he said, "You got pancakes in your mouth. I'll get that shit too."
Especially the music and that shit too, because it'd be like, and that's how I've been naughty, and then la 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 la. And meanwhile,
oh my god,
that was
yeah, just losing his shit.
Were they didn't they try to drown him?
He tried to go. Courage tried to escape into the toilet, and then he was like, "Oh no! Where do you think you're going?"
I was like, was he in water at one point?
Bro, Muriel over here checking on him, and they're like, "You good?" This man's arms is underneath the door scratching.
Oh yeah, she was like, "Oh, you want more pancakes? Got it."
Gave him the plate. He just put the plate under the door.
I mean, that man really said it's like D-O-double-G is how you spell his name, and that's how I spell naughty.
Did you just watch this episode?
Bro.
That is so wild.
That was so good. Oh my god.
That writing, bro. That's immaculate.
That man only had one episode, and he's iconic. Bro.
No, he had two.
Did he have two?
He had
I thought he only had one.
No, he had two. I feel like he came back for some.
He did come back.
No, he came back.
In the episode where Eustace got all the villains back, he shows up in the end. Like on the TV, he's like, pulls out the razor.
Oh yeah, he does show up.
I was like, I know I saw him in something else, a different episode. But it was just that quick little
cameo.
So that's good. I'm glad they gave him homage, because like you could have easily made 2 episodes with that man. He's so fucking creepy.
They should have given 2 episodes to the slab guy. I feel like the slab could have been a solid 2-parter.
King Ramses.
King Ramses.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie.
They had a whole song to him, right?
How did it go? Oh,
Did they?
Shit.
Yo, they had there were a few episodes, like I even remember oh man, it was in season 1. They had another one where they created a whole song to the just dedicated to the episode, where like you could just jam out.
Yeah, for King Ramses, it went, King Ramses, the man in gauze, and literally it was just a torture method of like one of Ramses' like torture, where he just blasted the music, and meanwhile Miriam was just like, ah.
Oh yeah, they did play that.
the
Holy
Metal Gauze,
shit!
the
In
Metal Gauze.
episode?
Mhm.
Yeah, in episode. Yeah.
They were playing it with like a little recorder, weren't they?
Yeah, record player.
Yeah. Oh my god!
Courage destroyed the fuck out of it, bro.
It was
Oh
the
my
fucking
God.
the vinyl.
Yeah,
And it was
the
coming
vinyl
out,
turns
it was
and
coming
plays.
out of that. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Eustace kept being like, "What's your offer?" in that episode, right?
What's your offer?
Yeah. Can you imagine looking like a pharaoh in the face, being like, "What's your offer?" I'll return the slab. But
Bro,
like,
the whole time
give
this
me
man
my
has
milk.
the slab behind his back, like this big ass thing. He's just like,
Nah.
We
He said,
ain't
"Give me
got
my
it,
milk.
bro.
Give me my
We
milk." I think Eustace has to be my favorite character.
Yeah.
So it was actually in the Mask episode that we were talking about. Kitty was her name, yeah.
Mhm.
So Kitty, she comes over and she just pulls out like the biggest weaknesses of Eustace and Muriel. It's like, Muriel, you're a fat ass. You eat stacks in the middle of the night. She's like, Eustace, you say you can fix anything. You can't fix shit. And it's literally him like trying to fix a water heater, and then he just picks up the boiler and throws it. And he yells up to Muriel, "It's fixed." So later in the episode, he's like, "Can't fix anything." He's like, "I can fix everything." So it's the door, like the door is locked, and he like uses a screwdriver, breaks the screwdriver. He's like, cheap tools. He grabs a boulder, slapping it on the doorknob, and then the boulder breaks. He's like, cheap boulder. I was like, I love this man.
In the Kitty episode?
Yes, this was in the
That
Kitty
was in
episode. He
episode
picks
two?
up the boulder, just like it's trying to break the doorknob, and then the boulder just breaks on him. And he's like, "Can't fix anything."
This man is whole Patrick Star, just hitting shit with big ass.
It's like, as a kid, I hated Eustace because, like, stop beating up on Courage. He doesn't deserve this. But then
He's
as I
a
grow
hater.
older, I get it. Because first off, the man's bald. His mother's bald.
Has no teeth.
Has no teeth. And this man's just he's living in nowhere. Dog, imagine getting pulled up on by like paranormal shit every fucking day, it feels like. That's it. That's just ass, dog. Like, what the fuck you gonna do?
He's unfazed. At this point, he has to be invincible.
Mhm.
Immortal. He almost dies like every single episode.
Bro, literally every single episode.
Everything episode. This man almost dies.
Muriel's always like, I hope Eustace finds his way home. Meanwhile, he's in space, being fed like some alien goop. like, bro, come on, man.
Bro, I don't know. Muriel might be immortal too. Remember that episode with the were-beaver or whatever the fuck that thing was? Like that were-groundhog?
Yeah.
She would just come out, just bite people, slapping shit. Like,
I cannot get Courage's scream out of my head when he just comes out, bites him, and just shaking him like a rag doll, just screaming. And I'm like, let him go. Let him go.
bro, she turned into a whole shark, chopping a whole car, like wood, floor wood to get to people.
Bro, I remember when the Dr. Vindaloo, like the Indian doctor, he's like, oh, let me see. Oh, this doesn't look that bad. And she just grabs him and just like, oh.
Bro, he deserved it every time. There is nothing I could do.
Bro, he'll literally look at it and be like, yeah, there's nothing wrong, but also, I can't do anything about it.
Bro,
Every single time.
I love there was the episode where Eustace turned into like a prehistoric kangaroo and like, kidnapped Muriel. And then Courage goes to the Vindaloo. And he operates on him so that Courage can transform into him and fight Eustace. And then he goes up to Courage. He's like, after the operation, he's like, "Oh, still breathing? That's good. Like, that's good." Like, man,
Just basic need. You breathing? All right.
yeah, that's okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
Bro, he never looked at his patients. No, that wasn't his eyes, that bush. Bro, because he would raise his eyebrows and then you see his actual eyes. I'm like, so he just doesn't see. Like he
just doesn't see.
So the whole time he just looking at hair. Like,
You guys remember when that God Goose thought that Muriel was like a goddess,
Yep.
and then he ends up like dating the truck?
Jose, you're in my mind. Like, that is like literally the next thing I was going to say. Well, maybe not the God Goose, but it was the same episode where they're like opera and Courage had like the big like chest plate, like armor.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know if that was the same
That's the
episode.
Valkyrie episode.
Yeah, Valkyrie episode.
And funny enough, he's in that episode
He's in it.
too.
Okay. I was like, I knew he was in it.
doesn't he pull up with the car?
He leaves
Yes.
literally in the car.
He's
His kids in the truck.
He is seducing, like foreplay with the car in the clouds, and like the random, and like like off the side in the episode.
And it's deep in the muffler off screen.
Like, bro, that episode made me feel weird when Courage was like just honking the horn. He was like, "Do it again."
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh."
My love.
He's like Courage's Pepe Le Pew.
For real.
Just feeding. Just feeding.
Bro, I always loved the dude from the Flan episode. He said,
King of Flan.
"Bye, Flan to see Flan. Bye, Flan to see Flan.
That shit made Flan
Bye,
look
Flan to see
delicious.
Flan."
What? It made it look nasty. What?
No, I love Flan, and that
I
made
love
it
flan
look
myself,
good.
but in that episode, bro, I was like, there was just so much destroyed flan on the ground. It just looked like piles of goo. I'm like,
But when you see that perfectly made flan on that plate, I was like, I could eat that.
you
See,
see, I ain't
I
gonna
can
lie.
eat
When it
that.
came out the package and like it had the top and,
Yeah,
and it
it
jiggled,
looked-
I was like, okay, yeah.
That looked
But
good.
it's just when it was piles and the man was just eating hella. I
would still eat it. It's like Squidward with the Krabby Patties. Same vibe. Same vibe.
I don't know. They got discussed in that episode. They started feeding. They were like, "Is that Flan?"
That's what I'm saying. That's fine.
Like,
That's
they were
fine.
crawling, bro, for the Flan.
And Muriel and Eustace got fat as hell too. I remember Eustace was like, "Woman, you were built like a house." What's wrong with you?
The disrespect on your wife.
He always be disrespecting Muriel. I don't know how they got together, but shit, she loves love, bro.
Nah, they're just together for too long. She can't leave.
Crazy
She's
how they'll
in
give
too
a
deep. He's in
backstory
too deep.
episodes.
Which
Mhm.
episodes?
I said they'll give backstory episodes, but they never showed how they got together.
Yep.
Yeah, they
never
won't.
showed.
That's weird.
They never did.
Nah, but literally all the main characters had like background episodes. You find out where Muriel, you find out how she was as a kid, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
More macaroni.
macaroni.
Cheese.
I hate macaroni and cheese.
Discipline your children. Fuck.
How did you guys feel about the computer whenever it was on screen?
One of my favorite side characters in the whole show because, dude, it's like simultaneously Courage's best friend, probably his closest friend, and it just talks shit all the
A
time.
troll.
An actual troll, bro.
A troll.
It's perfect too because it's a computer on the internet.
Yeah.
But I like, bro, one of my what was it? How'd it go? I remember. It's like they it was an episode where there was a phantom that was trying to blame Muriel for everything so that she and Muriel and Eustace would get a divorce. And then Courage goes to the computer and he's like, "Oh, I don't worry, I got you. I'll be your certified. I can certify your certified, therapist license." And he's like, the first question, how do you spell, "Our session is over, give me lots of money"? And then Courage's like, and then the computer says, "There's no Q in Cincinnati, you twit."
Yeah, when he calls him a twit.
I loved it.
Or then with the computer, when the computer had a virus and Courage
Oh
had to
my
go
God,
into the
bro.
computer on some like cyber chase shit.
The way that computer was moving had me fucked up. I was like, that could happen type shit. Like,
You guys like LeQuack?
Le quack.
Dude, how are you doing that?
this is deep ass voice.
How are you doing that?
Bro, most of the characters have deep ass voices. They're cool. I love that. That's probably why they're my favorites. But
Yeah.
Quack was-
I love that dude.
The
Yeah.
Quack was a classic.
I hated his mustache, bro.
You hated
That
it?
hated the
No, that
mustache.
was the only redeeming quality.
Bro,
of
it
that.
was so small on his beak. Like, I
That's
don't know.
the point.
Like,
That's the point. Like it's so funny. I
that
love the
shit was
mustache.
like 2 centimeters width. Like, fuck.
How did you guys feel about the general and the lieutenant? That every time they would talk to each other, they just beat the living shit out of each other.
Love them too.
Yeah, he'd be like, so it was like, anytime like the army would need to be involved, it was always this general dude, this like short white dude with a mustache, and then his
Oh,
lieutenant is
yeah.
a dude with like a helmet on over like halfway down his face. And anytime they talk to each other, they're being like, "So Lieutenant, so what are we about to do?"
Fucking shoot each other with cannonballs and shit. Like, that's funny as hell.
It used to be insane, yeah. They would do the craziest things to each other, dropping handbills and all that. Basically, they were like Looney Tune characters.
Yeah.
What they were like.
There's just so many random people and like random episodes of Courage, all just blending together. Like
Yeah.
it's so
It's
hard
all
to
one big fever
differentiate.
dream.
Yeah, no, There are other worse shows that are fever dreams than Courage.
Shroom episode.
Wait, what?
Wait,
I don't
shrooms?
Wait, whoa.
I had to think back. I'm like, wait, what episode?
Wait, what episode was that?
you
No,
watching?
not a shroom episode like it is experience, bro.
I was like, wait. We're thinking psychedelics and
He said
Courage
the
right
lost
now.
episodes of
Bro.
Courage.
Yeah,
That's
no.
took
crazy.
some shrooms and never felt the same.
That would explain it. That
would.
could explain it all.
Did you guys watch the movie with Courage the Cowardly Dog and Scooby Doo?
Dude, I wanted to bring that up because I don't know how many people even know that even exists, dog.
I didn't know that existed until I was like rewatching Courage for this, and
Yeah.
I was like, they had a collab. I was like,
Mhm.
that makes a lot of sense. I was like, that's actually kind of smart. But yeah,
It's funny too. Like it's actually genuinely like a good movie too. Like
I never saw it. I know it exists, but I never saw it.
it's on HBO Max, so you can
It's
do
on Max. I was
Yep.
on Max
Just
today.
look. It's called like Straight Out of Nowhere. Scooby Doo meets Courage the Cowardly Dog. It's good quality.
When did that happen?
Yeah.
2021.
yeah, like recent.
Whoa! Wait, what?
Damn.
Never mind.
Wasn't
I didn't know when that
I was about to feel bad for
Eustace's
not
voice
watching
actor
it. Now I
wasn't
don't.
the
Yeah,
same
no.
one, right?
Yeah,
he
so-
passed away.
So
Sadly.
yeah, like the I think it was after season 2, the original Eustace voice actor passed. He had illness and then soon passed away. So they in season 3 and 4 they got a different guy. Sounded similar, but honestly, even as a kid, I couldn't really tell because like they reuse a lot of his like grunts, like no, like they reuse a lot of the old grunts and sayings, and like you could tell because it's a little more higher pitched, but it's fine. It's still serviceable. In the Courage Scooby Doo movie. It's better. Honestly, it's not that bad. They replaced him again. It's not that bad. It actually sounds pretty
They
good.
replaced Eustace again?
Yeah, they replaced.
Oh.
He had like 3 voice actors total. Actually, technically 4 because there's another short. There was another short called The Fog of Courage that came out back in like I want to say 2013, 2014. 7 minutes long. It was like a short CG thing. They were at that time they were trying to revive Courage, but it didn't pull through. I didn't like that voice actor though. It was kind of.
Why did Courage get canceled?
At that point, I remember looking at an interview and they were like, they were just done. Upper management was just like, we don't need Courage anymore. We're good.
Oh.
The end.
Yeah, they felt. I mean, they were smart. A lot of shows at the time, like we did an episode about Powerpuff Girls,
Yeah.
and they were in the similar boat where they were like, we felt like the show ran its course. We
Okay.
were like, we saw success, we loved it, people loved it, but we're done.
It's over, yeah.
Yeah,
I
so-
respect that. I respect that.
Yeah, and I mean, not that I feel like you can ever really give a hard conclusive ending to Courage. So
No.
it's not like, it ended on a bad note at
Yeah.
all.
And to be honest, the final episode I think is perfect.
Yeah, it was
It's
good.
perfect. Like especially as a series finale, it's fine. Because and I honestly, especially because when I was rewatching it on HBO Max, it goes the Courage's Past episode and then perfect. And even though I feel like it should be the reversed
Reverse,
way,
yeah.
Absolutely should be
I feel like
reversed.
somebody fucked up on that whole sequencing. But literally, like the final episode is Courage's Past, and it ends on like a perfect note. I like every time I watch that episode, I still tear up, bro. It's like quality. It's good quality.
As long as they don't do it like Teen Titans, bro.
I was about to say is like if they do decide to bring back Courage for any reason, make it better than Teen Titans Go, and they rebooted Powerpuff Girls also. But I think that got canceled after like a season and didn't really do.
Surprisingly,
I think it had 2 or 3.
Is
that
it
had
2 or
that
3?
had over 100 episodes. Surprisingly,
Really?
I was so-
What?
I don't know how.
The rebooted Powerpuff Girls had over 100 episodes.
I think it was almost on the same as much as the OG Powerpuff Girls. That thing had over 100
Wow,
episodes.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know
thought,
that.
I thought it was done. I thought it was like, oh,
Did they still keep the same formula of like half an episode being A block, half an episode being a B story?
Don't remember off the top of my head, but I think they just went for single episode format instead.
Oh, okay.
So
Mm.
yeah, I think that's how they did it. But I'm not watching it. I don't like that show.
Like, if they do decide to bring back Courage, just keep it like, what's that, like A block, B block, just 2 different stories. Don't have them connect, but just like keep it random. Keep it random.
Do you think they could shock people like they did before though? Because like
oh yeah,
for me, like you guys remember that like episode where he's like in a hotel opening doors, there's like a shark, and then there's like
Yeah.
this violinist that turns around and like does the whole face and shit. Like I can't imagine being as shocked as I was before if it came back. Like I feel like you'd have to be really
No.
like
To be
Nah.
honest, remember, you're an adult now.
Yeah, that's true.
Like as even rewatching it, I'm not like I'm not like, oh shit, this is
yeah,
scary.
we ain't scared of slabs no more.
Nah, but if we showed like our baby cousins this, it was probably scare the shit out of them, bro.
oh
Like,
100%.
it's I don't know how many shows, especially back in Courage's day, went with the horror comedy route and excelled in both. Funny as shit, but horrifying to children.
Because they knew their audience.
Yeah.
They knew like adults would be like, be like, what the fuck is going on in this episode? But then the kids, again, like with the slab, can look at it and just be terrified, nightmares, but still enjoy like kind of like Courage coming out on top. No matter what, he's coming out on top, and kids will enjoy that. Be scared in the process, but it's a nice like Halloween, October kind of show to watch. So I feel like it can. I feel like now if they made it, you can still get some pretty solid like what the hell is this?
Yeah,
like,
I think they've
why is it so random?
Along with the Fog of Courage, I think of the creator John R. Dilworth. That man, he said he wanted to do a prequel series too, and it was almost ready. Like they had a pilot and everything, but then new management came in and they scrapped that shit. I was like,
what would the prequel even be for? Like about Courage?
To be honest, they'd probably make it about like Courage. Maybe after Muriel first picked him up, and then maybe the whole adventures around that. Because Muriel looked younger when she first picked up Courage. I was like, oh. Maybe
super young, yeah.
Yeah, so
he had Courage like a diaper.
Yeah, so maybe they would have done something like that. Like maybe following like the young Courage, the young years, or some shit like that.
But that's like them doing like Looney Tunes and like they're like the baby Looney Tunes, like all the baby kind of shows are coming out too around that time. I feel like that would have been just chasing the bag.
Yeah, for real. That's dropping the church's money for real.
Yeah,
they should have just went with it.
You see, I need a spinoff series just focused on cats. I would watch that.
I would watch Cats.
Yeah.
I would easily.
I would do a Cats.
That would be wild.
I just need all the villains. Like, give me a whole villain show, like a whole villain spinoff with all of them just trying to do whatever the hell they trying to do.
I want to see, like, where are they now? I need a life update.
Sick as hell if Cartoon Network did some shit like that. Where are they now? Just goes through all the little shows, villains and shit.
I feel like the only show because Cartoon Network, R.I.P. We'll miss it dearly. The only show right now going is Adventure Time.
I think so. I thought that ended.
No, it's going.
Oh yeah, because I know they got the Fiona and Cake stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
No, but he's in that too.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
You see, I never really followed that show, so I don't.
I thought he turned into an old man at the end of Adventure Time.
He's back. The hell? He's back. There's like two kind of like going off tangent a little bit. Like Adventure Time has like the only show where it finished, Cartoon Network ended, and it's all on HBO Max.
Mm-hmm.
Two different kind of like spin-off series all on HBO Max.
Yeah, because they got regular Adventure Time, Distant Lands, and then the Fiona and Cake shit. I was like, they still keep going.
Yeah.
It's still going.
Sheesh.
So I feel like Courage had the audience where it could be like Adventure Time. Make new spin-offs, make a new season, kind of like Star Wars: The Clone Wars, gone for decades. Then season 7, give me a season 5 of Courage. And I feel like a lot of like our ages, like the grown-ups who watched it with us would actually flock and watch like, oh, new Courage episodes, we love that, and would actually watch it and get an audience from it.
Now all the kids that grew up with Courage probably have kids of their own too. So it's like, hey, son, let's go watch this show, and some will be traumatized.
Like, if I had to go through it, now it's your turn.
Sometimes kids need to be traumatized.
All right, awesome. So do you guys, I guess, final thoughts, do you guys have a favorite moment or episode? I know we kind of talked a little bit about it, but do you have like one moment and or episode that just stood out above the rest?
That's hard.
Because I know we talked about
really
some
hard.
of our favorites and like moments that stuck out to us, but is there one that you were just like, this is it right here?
That's hard.
That is tough because everything is so memorable.
Yeah.
Because of how crazy it all is.
I mean, I want to go with this one's easy for me. The final episode, the remembrance of Courage Pass, like his whole backstory. The only episode, because especially if you watch the series from the very beginning, it's so rewarding finally seeing how everything began, what happened with Courage's parents and shit like that. And that's the only episode to get like an emotional reaction from me because it's like, damn, why'd they do my boy Courage like that? Oh, and then Muriel comes in, it's like, oh man. But that, I love the Cat's Motel. The Mafia Toadmen, my favorite. I love them dudes. They're perfect. The Tower of Dr. Jost, I ain't gonna lie, probably one of my favorite episodes too, because the music for some reason was the most like epic opera shit. I'm listening to shit like, damn, this is like an epic. Like this is they made a 2-parter too. So it's like, this is like really an epic, like damn. And that man would be like, Rat, come here, Rat. give me a hug, Rat. You call this a hug?
They need you on the Courage reboot for real.
Oh my God.
They need you.
Have you voicing all the villains. Only the villains.
If y'all reviving it,
Call him up.
Call me up. I got you. Or they'll use AI. I don't know.
How about you, Amir?
Bruh. I like the Hunchback of Notre Dame episode. You know what I mean?
Dude,
Where
yeah.
the fucked
Definitely.
up looking guy came in and nobody wanted him and he just
His
kept him
eye
in the
was
barn
kinda
and they
like-
were just having
She looked
fun
like
the
a
whole time.
sausage.
Bro, I don't know why that episode got me so heated as a kid because Eustace was being a dick as usual. I was like, leave him alone. Leave Brittany alone.
Remember the part where he's at the table and Eustace like, "You're so ugly. I bet your mom don't even want to look at you." And then he's like, "Well, you, sir, are very bold."
Bro, and he kept saying that bold, and he just kept getting more and more mad.
It was the reading glasses. It was the reading glasses. I think my favorite one is the one, honestly, like the opera episode. I don't know why, when Muriel got involved and also put on her armor, and they're all just like, to war! And I'm just like, yeah! It hyped me up so much. I think it's like another very different episode, going like kind of like a musical route. Like the whole thing is just music and singing, and the music, you can get into it, and you get hyped for war, for battle the whole time. And it's like the one episode where Courage kind of didn't really get all that much fucked up through the whole episode. So I'm like, all right, cool. They gave him his time to shine. But that whole episode is just like an underrated, not really talked about, but I think it's actually really cool. Muriel also kind of got like her time to shine with like all like the goddesses,
Okay.
those warriors.
I like that answer a lot. You see, for me, I'm still sticking with the villains coming together episode. I really like that one just because I thought that was really like satisfying to actually see the Rogues Gallery come together. And plus, the episode was just hilarious. But the most memorable moment for me, it wasn't even like a scary moment. It was when Courage and the Sasquatch had like a whole dance scene like together.
Oh yeah,
Do y'all
the
remember that
the fucking
episode?
Bigfoot.
Yeah,
Oh,
the Bigfoot.
it was
The Bigfoot.
yeah.
They got like the fruit on and then they just started salsing like out of nowhere. It was just the most random moment. I was like, what just happened?
And didn't Eustace get like jumped by deer?
Bro, yeah.
Is that the same episode or is that a different episode?
Different episode. That episode is funny as hell because literally he's hunting them deer, and then the deer's like, "A deer's gotta do what a deer's gotta do." Bop.
All right. But I said my episode. That's my favorite moment. That is 100% my favorite moment.
Oh my god. Bro.
I forgot about that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Talking. Yo, when
I'm sorry, I kind of want to change my answer now.
That's what I'm saying. As soon as you said it, I was like, actually, wait.
Just the moment you said it, instantly just played in my
I know.
head.
Bro, that's all of these episodes right now.
And his gun was like this big, like a laser beam. It wasn't even. That was like top 10 moment.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, so we're gonna wrap up now. So Mario, any final wise words of wisdom for our audience can be related to the show and life about anything at all?
Rewatch Courage. You're gonna go back in these episodes and just be dumbfounded with how much violence that Cartoon Network in that era really got away with. Like Ed, Edd and Eddy, Courage, Foster's Head, some moments. It's like, it's so crazy to watch, but like if you want like genuine, like a nice like Halloween kind of episode, kind of show to watch, throw on Courage on your next like Halloween party. Put it on in the background and just guarantee every time you look at that TV, something random will be happening and you'll laugh out loud to see it. So rewatch Courage. Adventure Time is the best show on the road.
All right, Amir.
Don't steal slabs. Don't move out to the middle of nowhere. I don't know. Courage is top tier. That's one of the few shows I'd probably put in like top 5 easy. No discussion.
That's an easy, yeah.
Man. Oh yeah, fun fact. The middle of nowhere is actually Kansas. But yeah,
Is it really?
it's actually Kansas.
It's Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
That's appropriate.
It's
I don't know.
Who the fuck go to Kansas?
No. Like Missouri. I feel like Missouri is like a.
Nah, Kansas fits perfect.
So
I'm
Kansas?
not gonna lie. Yeah.
It got to be Kansas or Wyoming. I don't know.
Wyoming.
Wyoming is definitely up there.
Existed, so you know.
Nobody knows what's in Wyoming. But yeah, Courage, top tier show. If you have a child, traumatize them with Courage. It's not the worst thing they'll ever see. Trust me, they'll be a hardened veteran by the time they're like a teenager.
Hardened veteran.
Make them sit through with them. If they start crying, put them in your arms and tell them everything's gonna be okay. Like Muriel. Be like Muriel, everybody. Don't be like Eustace.
Yes, ignore all red flags.
Yeah, so if you're looking a show that fits that crazy niche of horror and comedy, go check out Courage the Cowardly Dog. And if the show gets rebooted, our boy Johnny over here, slap him on.
Yeah, come on, John Dilworth. Hook me up. I got you.
Hook Johnny up, man.
Most of the voice actors are probably gone anyway, so come on. You need some new talent.
Bring in Johnny. So right before we say peace out, we're going to read a new review that we got. So this one is on Apple Podcasts by Tech Nerd Logic 2294.
Love the name.
Yeah. I think this one does random generated names because I'm pretty sure this person had reached out to us on Instagram. But they said, as a proud 90s baby, I really appreciate all these core memories being unlocked in this podcast. Not only do I love the nostalgia, I particularly enjoy the natural flow conversation between Jose, Amir, and Johnny. It just feels so organic and real, which I feel is pretty rare these days. Can't wait to see what else they come up with. Well, that was really sweet.
That is nice.
Really appreciate that.
Wow.
Oh, and the title is Nostalgia All Around! !
Yeah. We love you, Tech Logic.
Yeah, we appreciate
We
that.
love you.
That was really nice.
Yeah.
That was really nice.
Yes,
comment.
continue
Feel free
to
to-
meet ride. Yes.
Now make 5 different accounts and do the same and do more reviews. We need that.
Yeah, we're trying to go do an award show. Come on.
Next stop, meet and greets, guys.
Yeah.
Do some meet and greets.
Come to a Barnes & Noble near you.
Nah, Chick-fil-A.
And people will actually come when you go to Chick-fil-A.
People will go.
You ain't wrong.
People will go.
Ain't nobody coming to Barnes & Noble, bro.
It's going to be too loud anyway, bro.
No. A shut down Blockbuster.
There we go. That's exactly where it's going to be at.
There we go.
A shut down Blockbuster. Just let us know where one is
There's
at.
one in Philly.
There we go.
There's one in Philly. The building's still there. The sign is up.
Hopefully no one's in there.
Oh, God.
All right, Mario, real quick, you want to tell the people where they can find you?
Find me.
Yeah, zip
And the
code.
Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Everyone get your pens and papers out. No, I guess like Instagram. My Instagram is rio.boomin. Had this Instagram for so long, might change it. But right now, it's rio.boomin on Instagram.
Philly Blockbuster.
Philly Blockbuster. I'm the one squatting there. And but
take
yeah,
my spot.
if you're ever in Philly, I guess that's where I'm at also. So come
Hit the
on
boy
out,
up.
hang out, hit your boy up. But yeah,
No, but we really appreciate you coming out here today, man. Like, it really was just a blast having you here on the podcast.
no, of course, no. Very happy to be here. I'm sweating my ass off. So anyone in the comments, if you see me wipe my brow a couple times, that is why. I'm very sweaty.
All right. Thank you all so much for listening and watching. We appreciate you all so very much. Until next time, peace out.
Remember When is a Sweet Recording production. Check them out at suiterecording.com.
Intro and outro created by our very own Johnny.
Subscribe, listen, and remember to review wherever you are on social media. Thanks for listening.